How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to West Brom Koi. Today is Sunday the 12th of October. Very misty today, it's been foggy all morning. As we all know, in the UK, autumn stroke winter is well and truly on its way. Not much done, construction, landscaping wise. As I said on the previous video, cladding will be left till the spring now. I have got my water feed in here, which is presenting me with a little problem. And also, if you remember from my construction videos, the drain I put in here all the way to the manhole, that's provided me with a little problem. But I'll just spin you around and I'll show you what I'm on about and my plans how to fix it. So, if you remember on my construction video before I put all this patio down, I had my MDPE pipe come down there under the patio there, and I buried it all down this flower bed and round the back of the pond. Now, if you can see, there's a little tap just at the bottom. That's a John Guest Speed Fit push fit fitting. I don't really know about them when I was planning, and I ended up using the flow plast ones. They're a little bit cheaper. It's more like a compression fitting than a push fitting. Well, where that goes down to the floor underneath there, I used an elbow to direct the pipe over this way. Now, when I was at work the other day, because I left the water on, the missus says she came out and the grass in that corner was absolutely flooded. So I'm guessing that elbow under there has shit itself. Now, I don't think it's completely come off. I think it's just leaking, hence why after 24 hours that was soaked. So my plan is, I don't know whether to do it in the blue 20mm pipe or the white 15mm. What I'm going to do is set this off here, across the extension there, into the step, across the step, down the fence. Don't worry about these panels, are going to be changed. All the way down there and then connect it up to that. So I'm unsure which way to go. I'm thinking the 15mm pipe, just because 20mm pipe with corners to get round the step, it's going to be quite bulky and you're going to see a lot easier than the 15mm. I don't know which way to go yet. Any thoughts, drop it in the comments. I appreciate any feedback. If anybody knows about water pressures and stuff like that, and if it's going to make any difference, please let me know. Now, the other issue I got, if you remember when I built the filter out, I already about this water, I'm just in the filter cleans. Put that drain in there, and it was buried all under there, under the shed, went across there, and then off up to the manhole. Now somewhere underneath the shed, I think it was round about in this area, I put a 90 on. I'm guessing that 90 shit itself, because I've put a rod down there on the end of the cartridge jet wash and blasted it, and it ain't making any difference at all. Don't know what I've just done with the zoom there. One sec, guys. Yeah, it gets up to about there and it don't go any further. I've got a shitload of flexible pipe there. I've managed to get that down the hole, and I reckon it gets up to about there and it don't go any further. Dave says maybe a rat or something has come through the drain pipes, got stuck, and it's died in there. Maybe that's causing the restriction in the flow of the water. I don't know. Without putting a camera down there, but it's going to need to be a good 15 metres camera to get to that corner. So I don't know what to do with that. My future plan is though, in the filter house, that's where the pipe was going down the drain. I'll just put an hose tail on the end for the minute, just so I can clean my filters. Connect that flexible pipe up and it goes up to the drain there. But my plan is, if I can't get that sorted, I'll rearrange the waste pipe work here, bring it across underneath the door, out the side of the filter house. I'm going to pin it closely to the fence and box it in so you can't see it. Dig a channel out down there, because don't forget I says in the spring this ramp's going to be took up, and I'm going to have this porcelain all up the ramp just so it all matches. So the pipe will come up here, round to about there, put a 90 on it, underneath the ramp, and then into that drain. I'm just thinking about future proofing. If I was to have a drum at some point in the future, I need a connection to the waste just to get rid of it. That's my plan. Like I said, I don't think that drain pipe is going to get any better. It's my own fault. As I've said all throughout the build, try not to cut corners. That was one corner that I cut. Instead of using 110mm solvent well pipe, or even the good fish push fit pipe, I used 63mm drain pipe, and I'm guessing it shit itself. So that's one regret I've had. So if you are doing a build and you're doing underground drainage, you just think about what happens if it does shit itself. So now I've told you the little issues that I got and the possible remedies, I'll show you what else I've been up to. I'll add a little video in a minute. I came out one of the days last week, or the weekend previous, and I'll add the video in now, and this is what I came out to. Well, looks like I got a decision to make. It was a lot worse than this when I got up, but as you can see, steam coming off the water. So I either turn the temperature down to get it closer to ambient, or get my covers back on. Don't know what to do, because that just looks like money evaporating to me. So as you can see from that clip, temperature of the water to the air temperature, I can't be wasting money like that. But when I seen that steam coming off the pond, I just saw, I don't see steam, I seen pound notes. So I'll be how tight I am. So just bring you back outside. As you can see, the covers are on already. During the day, especially over the weekend while I'm here, I'll take the two off out the middle so I can feed them. I don't know if you'll make it out on the camera. No, you can't see through the screen, but I can see steam coming off that right now. So once I finish my top up from the filter cleans, the covers I'm going back on. I did drop the temperature to 18, but I put it back up to 20 yesterday. I'll show you for why in a little bit. Last weekend I got a couple of the smaller fish out because, you know, I'm on my board. I don't know if you can see that. While I was at the Birmingham show last week, I got a koi perspective sticker off Joe. If anybody else wants to send me any stickers, contact me on Facebook, I'll give you my address. As I was saying, last weekend I got a couple of the koi out because I haven't measured them this year. Most of the big ones had been measured at the start of the season, but there was a few of the little ones. The measurements that I had on here was way out of date, so I wanted to get that updated. I'll just flick you around to show you. So looking on here, I had my Itsuri from Mad Dog's growing show last year. When I had that was 16 cm, and I think I got it out back in April just for a quick measure. I can't remember what it was. That measurement was for the growing show, but I've got that out. I got that out last week, and it was 37 centimeters. So I'm really pleased with that. I'll talk you through these, and I'll go out to the pond and I'll point out the fish and show you what I mean by the growth. Before I talk too much about the measurements on the board, I'm just going to add in two little videos here that I took last week. The 5 fish that I got out to measure. I did want to get 6 out. I wanted to get the little Aragaki Benny Courier that I had from Mad Dog back in March, April. I wanted to get that out to measure that as well, but pain in the arse, I couldn't catch it, so I left it. I'll add these 2 videos in. The other 3 I gave up after the shower because he was being a complete and utter dickhead in the bowl. So I lost my rag and I just put him back. Phone went in the pockets and I don't bother doing the other 2. So I'll add them 2 in now so you can see. So I'm just measuring up a few that I had out this year. This was my growing show from Mad Dog last year, Itsuri. Just measured it, that's coming in at 37 cm now. Developing into a nice fish. Don't do much good in the growing show. It was a slow starter, as you can see now, piling on the size. Nice example, not too much pepper in. So I'm going to get that one back and get the next one out. So this is my Amasako Shirro. During the summer when I was pushing them with the 8, all of the sumi dropped off. You can see it's slowly starting to come back. This fish is like, what do they call it, like a canary in the mines. As soon as the neck goes in or anything like that, just pinks up straight away. You can see the pinkiness on the top, look. I'm going to give a couple of them a scrape because I'm going to put the covers on soon, so I'm going to give him a scrape and I'll put him back. Cheers guys. So as you can see from them 2 clips, I had out the Shirro, which is, let me flick you around. I had out the Shirro Itsuri. That was from Amasako. That was another one I had from Mad Dog. Now when I had that from Mad Dog last summer, when he had the batch of them in, that was 22 cm. As you can see now, 36 centimeters. So 14 centimeters of growth that I've had off that one. It ain't too bad. I'd probably liked a little bit more, but I'm excited to see how that fish develops. Lost all its sumi during the summer, but it's starting to come back now. The other one I had out was my Kagako, my little Goshiki Kagako here. When I had that back in April from Rob Walker, that was 21 cm. That's now up to 33 cm. So again, not too bad growth, 12 centimeters. The other 3 that I had out that I don't get now footage from was the Becco, which I had from Rod Baston. Now if you remember, when I had that last October, started getting a bit of sleeping sickness, so Dave had it in his pond for me. And when I had that from Rod Baston, that was 28 centimeters. When I had it off Dave back in the spring, after he nursed it for me, I think Dave measured it and it was 31. And that's now at 37 centimeters. So again, not too bad, nothing to shout about, but at least it's growing. I've already spoke about my Itsuri. The other one that I had out was my shower. That's from Goshiki. I had that back in April. That was from Walker Koi. And when I had it, it was 25 centimetres. As you can see now, 39 centimetres. So that's decent growth on that one. So I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, apart from, so you can see the Benikiko, that's one I had off Mad Dog when he done his grow and show. I don't really fancy a Sanke at the time, so I had this one off him instead. That measurement is definitely out of date. It's 21 centimetres. It's got to be 30 plus now, because it's as big as the Kagako, I'd say. So yeah, all decent sized fish now. Now for the eagle-eyed that I'm watching this video, you'll see 2 new additions at the bottom. Let me flick you around and I'll tell you about it. So yesterday I went to the open day at the koi collection, organised by Andy from Derby Koi, and it was heavily promoted by Perky, the legend. Good day, quite a few YouTubers there. I've seen Vince from Twisted, Jim from It's What I Do, Aid the Koi Keeper, Nigel from Nipping Koi. Sure there was some others. If I forgot you, I apologise. But yeah, it was a good day. Got conned into buying a raffle ticket. Told me I couldn't have a hot dog unless I bought a raffle ticket. And then they only let me have one hot dog. The raffle ticket cost me a tenner. £10 for a hot dog, or I'll be getting there again. But anyway, it's a good day. I left there, and on the way back I popped into Shirro Aquatics Japanese unit. Just trying to think of the area. It's just off junction 3 of the M42. Cracking old boys in there. John and Dennis was in there. Always look after you. As soon as you walk in, do you want a cup of tea? Do you want anything to eat? Do you want a can of pop? Proper look after you. I don't know, I was having a look around, so I went there. I popped there, it was excuse me, popped there in the summer with the missus and the kids, and they had some stunning green ring Goshikis in there. This was late summer, so I'm probably talking end of August. I thought I'd pop in there yesterday. Plus I needed a piddle, so it was a double bonus. I went in there, the old pond of Ginring Goshikis, they bowled up for me. Then Dennis came over. Dennis has been in the game years. He started talking to me about what to look for with Goshiki, telling me about canal Goshikis, all that kind of stuff. And he started picking through them with me. And he was pointing some out, saying, that one's a bit shit. Benny ain't much good on that one. Which, fair play to him as a dealer. He could try and sell me that, but he was honest. And we whittled it down to 2. Now if you see my shorts yesterday, you'll see the 2 I had. I'm doing a really good offer. You can buy 3 for 300 quid. You can buy 3 for 100 quid. Works out to £32 a fish. Well, I want 3, so I asked him how much he'd do me for 2, so I ended up with 2. Do the maths, we can probably work out what I sort of pay for them. When I put them in the bowl, I did take a little video, so I'll put that in there now, so I'll have a look at that. So here they are, guys. When we went over in the summer, they had these, I don't know if it's the same fish, but they had some Ginrin Goshiki there at the time, and I thought I'd drop by today to see if they had any more. And I picked up these 2. Measured them both. One's 21, one's 22 cm, so similar sort of size. But I got these 2 because they're slightly different. That one over there is a little bit lighter. I do like the pattern on that one, but there was something about this one. The darkness of the Ginrin, plus the spot on the head. Oh yeah, they're both nice fish. Unbelievable what I paid for them. They've still got loads of them left, and they're doing a really good price on them still. They're doing a special offer on 3, but I just ended up with 2. So anything else that took my fancy. Been flouting for about 45 minutes and they've been in this water, which is a mix of my water and the water they came in, for about 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to get him in the pond in a minute. Do really like that one. There's something about that one. We'll see how they go. Them coming into 18 degrees, so hopefully get some food down them before winter does kick in properly. Cheers guys, I'll catch you back in a bit. So I'm hoping that they come up to the window. Water's a little bit murky, like I said, I've done my covers, done my filters, sorry. But the ones that I measured last week, it was on here to there's a second guilty shower down there. Developing really nice, that is. My Goshiki and Kagako. Can feel the heat off that water. I better not tell the missus. My Becco. And what else was that? I don't know. A big Sanke down there. Last measured had a 48 cm, I think. He's gone now, so you can't see him. I'll add a little video in. That's what I'm thinking of potentially moving on. I don't know why I've gone really particular with Sankes. Like the Sakai one I've got. I think that's more what I'm looking for from Sanke. Nice fish, decent size. I think Tony said it was female as well. So if anybody's interested, either find me on Facebook or leave me a comment. We can sort something out. See if it's any better through the window. Probably not. That mango's getting ridiculous now. To excuse the reflection on the window. It don't look like anybody wants to play ball today, apart from him, always looking for food. It's a really lovely fish. I don't know if it's just the markings on his face, but he just looks like a miserable bar steward. Now the new ones are hiding. So yeah, if anybody's interested in the Sanke, hit me up. There's a shower. Don't want to play ball. There's one of the new Goshiki. 21, 22. Here's the other one, as you see on the video. But they just look absolutely tiny in there. So that is the reason that I put the heater back up to 20 before winter really does hit. I want to see if I can get a bit of growth into them. Stunning little fish there. That'll do guys, I'm going to keep boring you with the fish. So I'm going to leave it there for this one guys. I just wanted to update you about the couple of issues that I've got and I've got to resolve. Whether I do them over the winter I don't know. Probably not the drainage one, because as I said, I'm gonna wait till I've got that ramp up, so I can run the pipe under the ramp. So that probably will wait till spring when I do the ramp. The water feed into here, I probably will do that over the winter. Don't know whether you can see. Well, that's where I've got my hose pipe down there. I do eventually want to get my 3-stage back up and running. I need to get some fittings for that, because when I do sort my pipe work out into the Nexus, I'm going to copy Phil from Telford Koi Pond's idea of having a standpipe so I can rod it, and with a standpipe I can put a Boss adapter into the side of it and I can run an overflow, which I got on this pond. At least with an overflow then I can trickle in and trickle out, and hopefully that'll help improve the clarity of the water. Not that it's doing the fish any harm, but just for me. The fish seem to be thriving, so yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. After the last video, I did pick up a few extra new subscribers, so thank you for subbing. And if you're still subbed, thank you for staying subscribed. Catch you on the next one, guys. Cheers.